Let us come to the next subtopic, and that is lowest common multiple or LCM. Okay, so here also we see that this term lowest common multiple is made out of three terms: lowest, common and multiple. Now let us come to the first term, that is multiple. Now we have already learned the definition of multiple, and we know that it is a number which is divisible by a given number. Now let us understand this number, okay, this division or lowest common multiple with the help of these three terms separately taken. Okay. Now let's understand this. We have, for example, we have 4 and 6. Okay. So here we have 4. We'll write down the multiples of 4, and then we'll write down the multiples of 6. Okay. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and it carries on. And the multiples of 6 are okay. So what we have done is we have first written down the multiples of 4 and 6. Okay. Next what we'll do is we'll find out the common multiple. The common multiples are 12 and 24. Okay. The common multiples are 12 and 24. So we have first found out the multiples, and then we found out the common multiples. Now we have to see which is the lowest among these common multiples. Okay. So we find that 12 is the lowest among the common multiples. So here the LCM will be 12. So therefore we understand that lowest common multiple is the smallest number that is divisible by each of the given numbers exactly. Okay. Okay. So here what we find is LCM is what? It is the smallest number that is divisible by each of the given numbers exactly. So here we can see that 12 is divisible by 4 and 6, 24 is divisible by 4 and 6, but the smallest number which is divisible by 4 and 6 is 12. So that is why the LCM is 12. Okay. Now in LCM also there are two methods to find out LCM. First is the prime factorization method, and then is the division method. Okay. Okay. So we have two methods here, prime factorization method and division method. Let us take three numbers, 24, 30 and 54. Okay. So we have taken three numbers, 24, 30 and 54. First what we'll do is we will find out the prime factors of 24, 30 and 54. Okay. Alright. Now what we'll do is, we'll write down the prime factors of 24, 30 and 54. Okay. Now we want to find out the LCM of 24, 30 and 54. Now there are three prime numbers which are involved in these factors, that is 2, 3 and 5. Okay. Next we'll check what is the number of repetitions of each number, and we have to take the highest repetitions. Okay. For example, we want to find out how many times 2 is repeated in a given number. Okay. Here it is repeated 3 times. In the second case it is repeated 1 time, and in the third case also it is repeated 1 time. So we'll take the highest number of repetitions. Okay. So we'll take 3 times. Now we'll check out 3. 3 is repeated 1 time here, 3 is repeated 1 time here, and 3 is repeated 3 times. So we'll take the highest number of repetitions, we'll take 3 times of 3. Okay. So 5 is repeated only 1 time, so we'll take 5 here. Okay. So we have 27, 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, into 5 is 135, 135 into 8 gives you 1080 as the answer. So ultimately the LCM will be 1080. So this is how we find out in prime factorization method. What we do is, first we find out the prime factors. Okay. So we have taken the prime factors of 24, we have found out. We found out the prime factors of 30, we found out the prime factors of 54, we have written it in this form, and then we'll check the numbers, how many times it is repeated, and we'll take the highest number of repetitions. So here 2 is repeated highest number of times as 3 times, so we have taken 3 times 2. 3 is repeated 3 times as the highest number of repetitions, so we'll take 3 times 3, and into 5, which is only once repeated. Okay. So ultimately when we multiply all the numbers, we get 1080 as the answer. Okay. So now let us come to the next method, which is called as division method. Okay. So here so what we'll do here is, we'll take 24, 30 and 54 all together and we'll factorize. We'll take 2 first. What are we doing is, we have first divided with 2. 2 will go 12 times. 2 will go 15 times, 2 will go 27 times. Next again we take 2, 2 will go 6 times, 15 is not divisible by 2, so we have written 15 simply. 27 is not divisible by 2, we have written 27 here, we have not divided. Next step we'll take 3, okay, or we can still go on with 2. Okay, so only 6 is divisible by 2, so we have divided it with 2, okay. 15 is not divisible by 2, we have taken 15, we have written 15 as over there. 27 is not divisible by 2, so we have written 27 simply like that. Okay. Now we'll take 3. 3 again. So ultimately we are getting 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay. So ultimately LCM becomes 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. That will ultimately gives you 1080 as the answer. So in prime factorization method, what we do is, we separately find out the prime factors of each numbers, then we take them together and we see how many times of repetitions are there for each prime number, and then accordingly we find out the LCM. In division method, what we do is we take them all together, okay, and we factorize them, okay. So this is how we find out LCM, by prime factorization method and by division method. Let us come to the next subtopic, and that is the relationship between SCF and LCM. Now let us understand the relationship between SCF and LCM, okay. Please write down this. So let us take two numbers, okay, 12 and 8 once again. We'll take 12 and 8, we'll find out, we'll factorize them, okay. Alright. So when we factorize, we find that the common factor, okay, is 2 into 2, or the SCF is 2 into 2, and the LCM will be okay. So the LCM will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, okay. So here we get 4, and here we get 24 as the answer, okay. I repeat, when we factorize 12 and 8 together, okay, so what we do is we take 2 can divide 12 and 8 completely, so we get 6 and 4 here. 2 again can divide 6 and 4, okay, we get 3 and 2 here. So we know that SCF is what? It is the highest common factor. So the highest common factor will be 2 and 2 into 2, because these two numbers are the only numbers which can divide both 12 and 8, okay. Now when we come to LCM, we take into consideration all the factors, okay. So here we have 2 into 2 into 3 into 2, okay. So ultimately your LCM will be 24, the SCF will be 4. Now let us put the values here. We have SCF as 4, LCM as 24, and let us check here. Product of two numbers, here the two numbers are 12 and 8, okay. So when we multiply 4 with 24, we get 96. Similarly, when we multiply 12 with 8, we also get 96. So therefore we see that if we find out the SCF and LCM of two given numbers, and if we find out the product of SCF and LCM, it will be equal to the product of the two numbers which are given, okay. So here we had 8 and 12, we found out the SCF and LCM. SCF was 4, LCM was 24, we multiplied, we got 96, and when we find out the product of the number, we also get 96 as the answer. So this is how SCF and LCM are related with each other. So similarly, if you want to find out SCF, it will be equal to so when we want to find out SCF and the product of two numbers and LCM is given, in that case SCF will be product of two numbers divided by LCM, and LCM will be when we want to find out LCM, when product of two numbers and SCF is given, in that case LCM will be product of two numbers divided by SCF. So this is all about playing with numbers, and this is what we have. Try to work out the problems from the exercise and do it properly. Thank you.